Hey guys, Chad Lyman here, C4C PJJ, Progressive Force Concepts, also a coach for many, many years here in the Vegas Valley, currently coaching Extreme Couture MMA for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program, and then also Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at Las Vegas Combat Academy, right here in Vegas. Great places to train. There's a lot of good gyms to train here, a lot of great instructors. Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. One of the benefits I've had over the years is great instructors and great teammates. I've been on phenomenal teams, both my whole law enforcement career, my whole jiu-jitsu career, my whole MMA career, and then also in my ability to try to coach. And I say career, it's just an ongoing training, right? It's not the only thing I've ever made any money at in this game is coaching. I was never a good enough athlete or competitor I never was a professional athlete, for example. So coaching-wise, though, I've been professional and been getting paid since about 2006 here in Las Vegas. So, and I've had great guys to emulate over the years and continue to seek them out. And that's what I want to talk to you about next. The pillars of great instructors. There's three of them. One is going to be my own physical competency. The next is going to be my knowledge of whatever it is I'm trying to teach. I've got to be a student of the game. And then finally, my ability to run a room, my ability to coach, my ability to communicate, my ability to be in front of people, to see issues and give correction. All those things are abilities that I need to develop. So let's start with the first one, physical competency. I didn't say mastery, because you don't have to be a master to coach. You have to be competent. You have to be able to do it. I'm a work in progress. Some things I'm really strong in, some things I'm not as strong in. Some things over the years I've worked on and become stronger than maybe initially I was really weak. When I started, I was like everybody else. I was horrible. You don't naturally fight well. If you're a cop or you're just a person watching this video, you're not naturally good at fighting. If you think you are, wait until you run into somebody who trains and actually works at it. That level of competency cannot be gained unless you're training. And by training, I didn't say trained. You're not certified or trained in anything. You're training. You're trying to continue to improve. And by the way, that's a game that goes up and down. You're not always going to improve. If you stop working, there's zero chance you're improving. You're for sure regressing. So I believe as a coach, you owe it to everyone you're teaching that you're still competent and you can still demonstrate everything you want them to do. You don't have to be the best person in the room. You don't have to be the best athlete. You don't even have to be the best fighter. But you should be able to show everybody in the room competent things that will make them better or reinforce what they already do. Okay, so you got to be competent. That's number one. Number two, I've got to have ongoing knowledge. I have to be a student of the game. I still go to other guys' classes. I still watch video on other guys. I still collaborate with other guys. Okay, sometimes you'll hear me talk about another instructor. Why do I do that? Because it doesn't make me nervous at all that I'm still learning from other people. That's actually what you should be doing, is learning from other people, which if you're good, you got there by learning from other people. Why would you ever stop? And by the way, if I come to your class and you let me come and attend and I pay for a slot, if I learn something there, I'm going to go teach it. If it's good, I'm going to use it as I should. I would hope that you're offering classes so other people will use the material and thus help themselves and help everybody they coach and improve their ability to coach. And at the end, we get a better product. How far have we come in just a short few decades in this area? We've come a long ways. From the law enforcement perspective, we're figuring out things that work and things that haven't worked for years, and we're starting to change how we go about training or coaching. Our system currently, our traditional system of training is broken. It doesn't even work. Our traditional system is train annually, maybe semi-annually. If you're on a great department, you train quarterly. That's 4 times a year. It's ridiculous. It's broken. We need to change it. That's true police reform. That's one of the reasons I'm doing these coaching videos. If you're a police officer out there, you need to find a way to train in an ongoing fashion, not annually, not semi-annually, not quarterly. That's not enough to remain competent. You can't even answer number one as an instructor if you're not training on a regular basis. So be a student of the game. Keep trying to acquire knowledge. Train with other guys. Realize you don't know it all. You may know some very good things, but you could always gain or improve knowledge and get better. The third pillar of a great coach is an ability to run a room, to actually coach. I could be the most proficient guy in the room, the toughest guy in the room. I could whoop anybody in the room, and I could be a horrendous coach. I could be a great student of the game and have a ton of knowledge and not have a good way to then share that or share that in a way that others are going to learn, acquire it, and retain it. Because that's the goal. And then do so under pressure. What I'm trying to create through my coaching is living, thinking, breathing problem solvers. I'm not trying to give them the answer. I'm trying to give them the ability to be in a situation, be under pressure, and then find the answer. And that can vary from officer to officer on where they're at with their own competency, where they're at physically, what gifts do they have, what things are changing about them. I'm getting older. This weird thing happened. I woke up older than yesterday today, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. So I'm getting older. My physical capabilities are changing, but I can still be competent if I continue to train and I deal with those changes that are occurring within me. And my ability to be physically competent with an opponent can change just based on my opponent. So I've got to train enough that I understand that. And I've got to gain an ability to run the room, so I'm giving people different skill sets that they can retain under pressure. That coaching thing has to be practiced, your ability to get out in front of people and speak freely. This little series of coaching videos, I literally wrote my bullet points down and then launched, and I haven't reshot any of them. This video right now is just knowledge in my head that's coming out on video because I understand these things. I live these things. So I don't have to read a lesson plan. I don't have to, have a teleprompter over here that I'm reading. I'm literally just coaching right now. That's its own skill set. It can be developed. Now, there's nothing special about me. I'm not better because I could do it. Maybe you can't yet. I just took an interest in it. And I paid attention to guys who were great coaches in my own development, my own journey. I picked their brains. I went to instructor development courses. I took private instruction. I've done all those things. And those things have led me to a spot where I've been developing these pillars. Now, once again, just like you, I'm a work in progress. It never ends that I'm working on my own physical competency, my own knowledge. That's changed and grown. I'm much different than I was when I started in 2006. My ability to run the room changes, improves, gets enhanced as I overcome issues with problem students, as I overcome issues with different rooms that I'm in, as I teach in different departments around the nation. That's been a huge help to me. As I teach international students, that can be a little bit different. I've had to teach a blind student. I've had to teach students who are hearing impaired, students who have a lot of experience, students who don't. All those things are things you can grow in your ability to coach. So if you want to be a great instructor, remember, you've got to focus on your physical ability. You have to be able to do everything you want your students to do, which means you need to be regularly training the stuff that comes out of your mouth. You need to be training it as well, so then you can show other people how it works, how it doesn't work. You've got to have knowledge, and you've got to continue to seek knowledge, and when you get it, you've got to share it with other people. And then finally, you've got to hone that ability to coach, to communicate effectively, and to run that room. So guys, those are 3 pillars of being a great coach. Work on those hard, work on them diligently, develop those, go train a little, a lot. Thanks, guys.